wear a mean dark pair of shades. And you can't see my eyes unless my head is bent.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of The Green Room. It's your boy Cam Rivers, and today we got a special episode because we got the very funny motherfucking BJ, Bryant Lewis. What up, my nigga?
What's up with you, my boy? This shit crazy, man. Look at your background and shit. Very Al Capone. Very Al Capone, that nigga. Nigga got the mafia set up and shit, nigga.
Yeah,
for real. I like this, man. I appreciate you for having me on here, man. For real, man.
Oh yeah, you already know, bro. My fault, bro. This past week been like some shit, bro. It's been some hair. I've been busy as fuck. My nigga had to help this nigga move. But we here, motherfuckers. We here. So yeah. Everybody out there, goddamn. Before we get into shit, everybody out there, hold on. Tell them your all your socials. So they can know where the fuck
yeah, man. Please, man. Facebook, man, is Bryant Lewis. That's Bryant. Don't call me Brian. That's another nigga. You feel me? It's Bryant. T. Please emphasize on that T. Lewis, Lewis, not Louis. It's not Lewis, it's Lewis. Like Instagram is Bryant_BJ_Lewis. And also, I do got a YouTube channel that I just popped up too, Bryant BJ Lewis. So please go follow all of that, man. You please subscribe my YouTube channel. Hey, I'm trying to stop trying to be a security guard for a living. You feel me?
I feel you, my nigga. I feel you. So what got you into getting like wanting to get you like just like even before getting to acting and like comedy, like or like what made you like just influence you growing up? Like I guess like movies you watched or like some shows you watched. Like what made you funny? Like would you just always like?
Want me to tell you what it was, man? Be for real, man. I always been a fool, man. But you know, I don't want to sound so cliche-ish, man. But you know, man, I had a rough life growing up, bro. Like I was in well, I'm gonna give you a little background. My father's from Jamaica. My mother's from Spartanburg, South Carolina. They met in New York. You know, my father, you know, ended up going to prison. My mom ended up on drugs. And so I ended up in the foster care system. So, you know, I took my pain and, you know, those little commercials that used to come on with the African kids with the little flower in their eyes and shit.
Yeah.
You know, that hit me. And I was like, you know, I had this gift of going to school of making people laugh. And that was my only sense of relief. So I was like, man, if I can come to school and, you know, make people laugh and that makes me feel free, then that's what I want to do. But, you know, of course, all of the greats that came before me, you know, I started studying them. Yeah. And like my biological mother, she had tons of DVD tapes all the way down from Mama Mabel to Richard Pryor to Robert Harrison to all the greats, man. I used to just sit there and watch like hella VHSs, man. This is before DVDs and blue, you know. So I just watching hell of it, and then that's what got me into it, man. So it's like taking my pain, using my jokes to make other people laugh, to give me that sense of pleasure and a sense of being. So that's really what it was, man. It was just having a rough life and just knowing that, you know, no matter what, no matter if I ain't had the freshest clothes, if I ain't had, you know, had the freshest, you know, girls didn't like me, I always can make people laugh and I would never be like a sucker. Yeah, you know, as long as you that guy that make people laugh, people ain't gonna fuck with you.
You're right. That's that. For me, for me in school, I was like, I was always crying in school. So I always kept it, and I always wish I would have went back and, but I didn't know how to talk to people. So when comedy and shit like, oh, this is where I can talk to people when people accept me. Once I get to know somebody, like I talk to them and like I'm cool and shit, but like I'm hella shy. I'm still hella shy.
Yeah.
We also, making people laugh is like one of the best gifts. It makes us feel good and the other person feel good, which you can't put money on.
It do. It's a medicine, man. It really is truly is a medicine. I will say that. And like I said, in that sense of moment, no matter if I didn't eat that night, no matter if I got beat that night, I go to school on the school bus and I just make people laugh and I just forget everything, man. It was a totally brand new situation, man. So it was just like, man, it was a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse, all in one. You know.
Yeah. Facts. It is. Because then Well, we make people laugh and shit, and that also make us feel good too. But we also got not that dark side. We all got that dark side that like with depression. We all got some that make it got to balance out. Cause you can't be super happy. Eddie Murphy be happy and funny, but I mean, you never know. Eddie Murphy could be a sad nigga too, though. You never know.
Yeah. I mean, he took some time off. We don't really know why he took that time off before he came back and coming to America too. You know, so,
I gotta see that shit. I still ain't seen it.
You ain't seen it? I ain't gonna spoil it for you, man. I will say this though. You can't never beat the classics, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't beat classics.
You can't never beat the classic, man.
What makes y'all know? So you told me. So from background for the people and shit, we got them at Crown Station at the open mic, the train wreck comedy. And
man, shit. You did your thing too, bro. You did your thing.
I was all right. I was weak.
You did your thing, man. You killed that shit.
No, it was. I can't even say what I want to say. Come on, I know my girl gonna say this shit, but you see this shit, so I can't say what I want to say about this. What happened? I don't know if you. Never mind. I might have to edit. No, I'm gonna tell you. Never mind. Nope.
Go ahead and say it, man.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm edit this part out. So like after like I got off stage, right? Do you see that white girl came up to me? She was like, "Oh my god!" She like, "Hey, you funny." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. That's what they like. They like a goofy person now. I'm telling you. That's what I was saying today, man. I was just at the park today, and I was like, man, these white girls, sisters, sisters. Y'all, sisters, they are here. And they ain't look like they ain't trying to go nowhere. They are here, the white girls. Hey.
So I know you said you was doing like hella shit you was like in Atlanta for like a period of time, right?
Yeah, I was in Atlanta, man. So just to give you a little bit more backdrop about me, man. So I actually had when I was in the group home, the people that was over the group home a little bit, man, they helped me to get into college, man. So I actually got into a four-year college, man. Catawba College, and I studied theater. Mm-hmm. And from there, you know what I mean? Let me take that back. I was at Livingstone College, and I did 2 years at Catawba. Let me not forget the maples and the yolks, because that did help breed me too. The maples and the yolks. But I did 2 years at a conservatory program with Catawba, so I got the chance to check out a little PWI and the historical Black college. Yeah. And one thing I can say, man, hey man, being Black, man, it's tough, because Black people gonna let you know, man. You gotta look good. I got tired of going to Livingstone. Livingstone, bro, it's a stigma, bro. You always gotta be fresh. You always gotta be fresh as shit. But they didn't want to mess with me because they know I had the jokes. You know, they like, hey, he might not got it, but he got jokes, so stay off of him.
Somebody can beat my ass, but I can out joke them. They can beat my ass or whatever, but I can out joke them. What? I'm scared. I'm only 135
pounds. I get to the point where you ain't even gonna say nothing about me, because I'm gonna say what you gonna say about me to you. You feel me?
Shit.
You feel? Yeah.
It's fuck. I would say it's some shit. Fuck. Damn. It's some like you heard of Brad Riggler in the Roast War Championship?
Yeah.
He doing that shit in August. Then he get on that shit. But it's in South Carolina.
Hey man, I'm here. You know me. I love the Jones. Now I got them jokes. I keep a clip for those. You got to as a comedian. Right? For hecklers and everything, you got to keep them in the clip. But
did you go?
Yeah, but to get back.
Yeah, no, keep on going. Yeah, keep on going. No, yeah, go. Go worry.
Yeah.
Theater.
Yeah. So to get back on topic. So yeah, man, So I went to Livingstone. I got into theater, and I always knew what I wanted to do. After I figured out I wasn't making it to the NBA, bro, I was like, bro, I'm not making it to the league, bro. Let me find something else I can make a living from joking. Yeah. So I actually started my first stand-up was when I was 13. I actually made like a CD like a year before I made my DVD, and I was giving it out to all the little kids in high school, teachers and stuff. And if y'all got those, I need those back because those are retro, those are classics, and I might got some jokes that I could use. But so from that, you know, I was trying to get into Comedy Zone. You know, I was too young. Debbie McWater was out there still. She's been out there for a long time, man. Tip her hat out to her. And I wasn't old enough. So once I when I got into college, she finally let me on. And so from that, I was acting because I always wanted to act. I always had a passion for acting because everybody's going to say this, but Will Smith was one of my favorite actors when I was younger. And there was a scene, there was one scene that really got me to wanting to act from him. And a movie, the Legend of Bagger Vance is a movie that really got me like, man, I want to do this, man, because I seen a different side. He was a supporting actor. He wasn't a lead. Yeah. And I was like, man, I really want to do it. But the feeling that I got from him through the screen is like the same feeling that I want other people to have as well. Yeah. So, but the Fresh Prince episode when his father.
Yeah, that's it for everybody. Yeah,
I knew everybody going. Yeah, everybody like that.
Everybody, that shit.
That one right there would really say, yeah, that's what I want. This is it. This is what I want to base my my life after. So, you know, we all raised in church. So I did a church play. Mm-hmm. And I killed it. You know, all my family, you know, your family gonna doubt you a little bit. They're like, boy, you might got something. You might got something. You might got something with that mouth of yours. So I took it, and Livingstone College had a theater program. And so, you know, I knew then, you know, I had to go through the bridge program. Shout out to the bridge program, because it wasn't for the bridge program, bro, I would not have got a degree. And so from that, I utilized that. And when I utilized that, man, I started getting into plays. I did the musical The Color Purple. I did Fences, Signs of Times, and I was just really harnessing my gifts, but I was still doing stand-up. And, you know, we used to have these talent shows at Livingstone. Yeah. And Livingstone was a hard cookie to crack. I only did out of my 4 years there, bro. I only did one good like stand-up show there, bro. Yeah. Like stand-up. And I called this guy. I was like, man, you like a fish out of the water. And the crowd erupt. And I was like, bro, get off the stage now. I got off the fucking stage quick. I did not want that feeling to go away, bro. But they gave me so hard of a time that I said my senior year, bro, I said, bro, I'm gonna get everybody hell with my jokes, bro. So like cafeteria, if I see you, bro, I was just giving straight hell, bro. Y'all gonna remember me. So to make a long story short, just to wrap it up, man, I graduated, finished, and I actually auditioned to get into AMDM, American Music Drama Academy in New York. Yeah. And I got in, bro. They wanted me. But I utilized all of my FAFSA up. They got me down all the way to like $27,000, bro. And all I had to do was live off of campus and that would have been covered. But, you know, some family members, you know, you can do good, but you can't do better than me type. Yeah. You know, hit me with one of those. So that was out the picture. So, you know, now I'm coming out of college, like my little plan that I had was shorter. It was like, now what I'm going to do. Yeah. So, you know, start thinking about the Marines. I seen the little Marine commercial. This is how they get you. The little Marine the proud of Marines, you're right. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the Marines. At least I get to travel. Right. And I can tell jokes. I always had plans to try to get there, man. Yeah. And Bill Cosby actually was in the service as well. Because you know what I'm saying? I studied all the greats, man, just to see how they got to the next level. He said he used the service to do that as well. So it was like, but man, I couldn't pass that ASVAB. That ASVAB is hard as cookie shit, bro. What? That shit hard. Bro, I took that shit 4 times, bro. I could not pass that junk worth shit. And then so it was just...
we sit on there that nobody needs, like wood and like measuring shit. Like nobody needs.
Man, what, man? They don't even teach that shit in college, the shit that was on that text, man.
Shit on there I never heard in my life.
So I didn't get into the service. So now I was like, man, what I'm going to do, man? Yeah. So I ended up working for the YMCA, thanks to the Y, man. I held it down for a couple of years. Then, I ended up losing that job due to some, some stuff, personal stuff. And ended up moving back to where my biological mother was, for Spartanburg, South Carolina. And from Spartanburg, South Carolina, man, ended up doing a couple of plays. I met this guy by the name of Smith A. Lee, man. Shout out to Smith, man. Shout out to Smith, man, because if it wasn't for that brother, man, I don't know where the second half of where I would have been at, man. But yeah, man, that brother looked out for me, man. He had his own little production company. And this time, man, he was putting on his first play. So from his first play, man, I got my lead role. I got a lead role. And during that time too, man, I was homeless. This is what a lot of people don't know, man. I've been homeless 4 times. Yeah, chasing the dream. Yeah. Twice. Oh yeah. Man, that's part of the grind, brother. That's part of the grind.
Well, yeah, Can we go?
So from that, man, I ended up getting in passing the present slave. But during this time, man, I also was dealing with a lot of mental stuff, man, dealing with like past situations and dealing with the fact that, man, I was putting in all this time and energy and ain't nothing, I'm not seeing nothing from it, bruh. Yeah. Like I'm sleeping. I had a Ford Bronco 2 with my pops. Yeah. And I was sleeping in that, man, behind the funeral home, bro. Like for real. Like I was working at the Y, go to QT, get them little hot dogs. This before I like stopped eating meat. Like I get the hot dogs. When you're hungry and homeless, bro, you gonna feed yourself, man. So I couldn't eat the best. So I had to eat what I could get at the time that my money could afford. Yeah. So man, and I was doing hairspray and I met this guy named Austin. He was like, he kind of seemed like, I don't know how he found out that I was homeless, but his family had like this little off house and they let me crash there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I had a lot of people in my path that have blessed me and looked out for me, man. So shout out to the Worldly family as well, man. And and this was a white family, bro. Didn't know me at all, but just because me and their son had a bond, they let me crash into their house. And the father was the kind of like the CEO of Dollar General Distribution Company. Oh, so he got me a job at Dollar General, bro, distribution company. I shout out to anybody that works at any loading trucks, because that, I don't see how you can wake up every morning and just be happy to go do that shit, man. That shit was a slave job, bro. Them boxes used to pile up on me. My light be blinking. I like, man, I can't do this, man. I got a college degree, man. I'm gonna tell jokes. I didn't want to do that, but I had to hold it down because, man, I needed the money. And so from that, man, I got into Past and Present Slave, and that's when me and Lee created this bond. But not only did I meet Lee, man, I met a lot of people. I have met a lot of people, man. And prior to me being homeless, when I was working at the Y during the summer camp, I met Drew Starkey. Me and Drew Starkey, shout out to Drew. He's on Outer Banks. So y'all tune in and Drew, that's my boy. And
I never seen. I heard that show though. It's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix, man. So like I said, and when you are entwined with all these people and they're doing, and you're rubbing elbows with everybody that's doing great things, and you're like, you're not. You know what I mean? It's you kind of get that, and it's like, but your time will come. Yeah, and the older that I got, it's like, man, everybody's getting parts, everybody's doing things, man, and like, man, I'm out here struggling, I'm out here busting butts, I'm out here doing free shows, doing everything, and I ain't even got the money. People don't even know my real situation. Yeah, and it's not like I wanted the money, but because money gonna come regardless, bro. That's the easy thing that could come out here, is the respect that you want in the industry, real. Yeah, and so. So once I understood that, I kind of got out of my black situation. But I'm gonna give you a little affirmation that happened to me, man. Don't say that I'm crazy. So I was staying with my biological mother at the time, and I was sleeping on the floor, and she had like this little wooden stool, man, but it was a turtle.
Yeah.
And man, it was like late night, man. I just woke up one night, man, just thinking about everything, man. And I kind of tears started to fall, man. And I looked at the turtle, man, and I don't know if it was the reefer or what, but the turtle was like, "Hey, man, you remember I beat all odds. They put me in a race with a Taurus, and I ran my pace in my race, and I won. Right. So go your pace, and you will get to the finish line. So I took that, and I never forget that. That's been about like 12 years ago. You know what I mean? Yeah. Type. So from that, man, like I said, I end up moving. I end up doing a little because I wanted to chase my little dreams, man. I'm gonna tell you. So when I was in Spartanburg, I ended up started hooping again, and I started playing ball again, man, just to let my mind go. And I got a chance to play semi-pro for the Yellow Jackets, a Pittsburgh team.
Oh, where's also you really nice then? Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, a lot of things have happened positive, like in my life. Like I have bumped elbows in all generations. I mean, not all in all genres. Yeah. So I ended up playing on a team, man. I tried out, made the little squad or whatnot, but the guy was like, he had too many guards. Yeah. So he was like, man, you can manage the team. I'm like, man, I don't want to be no manager. I want to play. Yeah. But during this time, I also had D League. You can try out for the D League. So Greensboro Swans was just about to start. Yeah. So they gave me an invitation to come out to try out for the D League, and I also Mad Ants, but I never went. Bro. Whoa. And I was like, what if I would have won? And actually, I might have been in the league. I might have been in the league for real.
You might have been, bro. You in the league right now.
That wasn't my calling, though. You know what I mean? That wasn't my calling. So from then I ended up moving back, and then I, like I said, I already had this bond with Drew and Zach, and Zach was actually moving because he had to do his senior seminar in Atlanta at Georgia State University. So I end up moving down there. Zach Bryant, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything that your family has done for me, man, and you especially, man. I remember, and I won't forget, brother. Man, I moved down there, man. I ain't have no job, no money, and the rent was $1,450. He just let me crash, man. Let me crash, bro. And when I'm down there in Atlanta, I'm making moves. Like I'm performing at the Laughing School Lounge, doing all these open mics. Yeah. But I still did not utilize like my acting. Like I should have been auditioning and stuff, man. But I was just so pressed about, and this is before sketch comedy, Country Wayne. Like this is, you know what I mean? This is like you gotta hit the stage type. So I'm out there, I'm hitting the stage, man. I'm paying dues. And I actually got picked up to do like a little 3 college tour deal. Oh, shit. So, I did 3 college tour deal, man. And that shit was fly. But from that, I took 3 years off. Man. Because like I said, I was just in a dark spot after Zach left. I ended up getting in a little relationship. Yeah. And so from that relationship, I learned a lot. And I end up taking 3 years off just to get myself together. Yeah, exactly. Because I was tired of sleeping on the floor. I was tired of being a burden to people, man. Yeah. And I didn't want that stigma to come out, like, oh, man, this nigga's a bomb type, So I just started just to really work on myself. And so from that, man, I got into my beliefs. And I stayed there. It took me a while, man. I really had to do a lot of soul searching, bro, because like I said, my childhood was rough, man. Like being molested, being beat. I really had to like do some soul searching, bro. So I took 3 years off, did some soul searching, man. And I moved back to Charlotte. And when I moved back to Charlotte, man, I in that 3 years, I started to box.
Oh, word? Oh, shit.
And I ended up winning the Golden Gloves, bruh. In 2019. So now,
athletic.
Now the boxing is looking good.
Right.
But I had like this older woman come up to me, man. And she was just talking, and was like, man, yo, what you're doing is not what you're supposed to be doing. You know what you're supposed to be doing. God had a purpose for you, such and such, and you need to go out there and do it. And I knew what she was talking about because I started to battle within myself about my acting and comedy. Like I always had this itch, always, Brandon. It's like, then you start to see, shout out to Desi Banks, Country Wayne, all them boys that's doing it now on DC Young Fly. I seen DC Young Fly taking off.
Yeah.
And it's just like, them taking off motivated me to get back on my shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I shout out to everybody, man, because all them boys influenced me and they don't even know they influenced me, you know, to get back on my grind, bruh. So I got back on my comedy grind for real. And I didn't know how to start because the comedy game has changed. Yeah. Like you just said, bro, everything is Zoom and social media. Yeah. And I'm old school with it. I'm a straight microphone telling you jokes, but everything is now social media wise now. So it's like, man, how can I bring the old school to the new school? And you know, I've seen everybody doing sketch comedy. I'm like, man, these people are taking off with these sketches, but I don't want to be labeled as a sketch comedy comedian. Yeah. I want you to know, I want you to see that I got the jokes. I got the 5-5 for you. I got the 1-2 Cracker Barrel for you. So I said, you know what? Let me just tell jokes like how they do their skits. And let me see how that tastes off. Yeah. So that's the reason why when you see my thing, it's like a 15-minute, but I'm just telling like I'm joking, like, man, you just like right here, I'm telling the joke. So that's my format. And I mean, it's getting a little it's getting positive feedback. It's been taking off. And like you said, I started to hit the stage. Shout out to my big bro, Smokey, Chris Jones Funny. Shout out to you. Because he was like, man, you got it, but you got to get back on that stage, little bro. Yeah. And from that, man, I started going to Atlanta. That's like you said, I met you at the coffee shop. I started hitting these different locations, man, just to get my content up, just so people can see my stage presence. So now that I can start getting booked. So during that process, I skipped something. What actually happened at the top of 2020 during COVID, I believe. Yeah. My boy Jonathan wrote a film and he seen me years ago do this play and remember me, bro, and was just like, yeah, I ain't even audition, bro, like just off of strength of some stuff, but you ain't seen me in a while, so you don't even know. He was like, bro, you got raw talent, like I seen you was good, you know. And from that, man, he casted me. It was a part just to get my feet wet. Yeah. And so I went in, I did what I did. I went in and did what I know how to do, bro. And that's act and deliver. Yeah. And from that, now I'm in this film called Canvas. Please go check out Tools. It is out on Vimeo. You can came out on the 30th. Oh, shit, you in it? Yeah, I'm in Tools. Hold on, tell them one more time. Hold on. Tell them one more time. Please go check out Tools. It's on Vimeo. You can download it, you can rent it, you can buy it, go check it out. Now, you might see me in there, but you don't blink, don't go get no water. But I do say a couple of lines. Oh, they got a lot of shit, that's all that matters, motherfucker. Awesome crew, awesome director. But this new film that I'm in that move. I'm in there now. I'm in that. I gotta see that. So that's what actually got me back in. So now we here now. And I appreciate you for bringing me here you seen me, man. You seen my talents, you seen my gifts, and you like, hey, and you know, I reached out to you, let me, you know, and we linked up and we here now. So that's the story of Bryant Lewis, man. It's been a whirlwind to get back to A1. And I tell people all the time, man, whenever you have a job to do, God's gonna make sure you fulfill that job before you up out of here, bro. That's true. And my only thing is, man, I just want to do it to the fullest, before he calls me, bro. You know, and I want to make sure I impact people, man, and touch people and make sure I give them knowledge and understanding and love and bring them laughs, man, real laughs, you know.
Yeah.
And, so that's my mission.
Man, you're on a mission, bro. Man, you got hell of a story, bro. I'm glad you came on here to tell it, nigga. This.
Yeah,
nigga,
I just sugarcoated that joke, bro. You know, but yeah, we all got a story.
Yeah, we do.
We all and you know what I heard. I don't want to mix it up, but I think it was Martin Lawrence I heard that says, you know, comedians have the worst life. It was Martin or Robin Williams. It was one of them. I can't go get. Sorry about that, man. That's the killers in the background.
You good?
Killers. Yeah. That's the pit bulls. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me close their ass out now. Yeah. Well, yeah, run. Yes.
That Crow said Martin Crow. Let me see who said it. Let me look it up. Oh, here we go. Oh, never mind.
Comedians have the worst life. We not always said something like we serious. We are serious people.
Yeah. Which is crazy, right? Which would be like,
yeah, it's crazy because everybody look at us and think we just goofy all the time. And I think I got a glare from that light too as well. Yeah, so I just utilized that, man. And like I said, man, I tell people all the time too, man, I didn't have the best experience at Livingstone, man. And I was gonna shine them, bro, but I had to remember, bro, I can't shine a place that also helped develop me, bro. Because I did, even though I had the best experience there, I met some great people there. Yeah. So I will say that I met a lot of great people. And you know who you are, man. You know who you are. I didn't have the great experience there because, man, I didn't have the money, bro. I was poor, bro. I had to wash my clothes. I see, some of these people don't know that, man. I had to wash my clothes in the sink. Yeah, man, a lot of stuff, bro. Like I couldn't, like they didn't even know, bro. I couldn't even go home during the summer, bro. I ain't had no place to go. Word, so I would just be standing there. So it was like some of the faculty members, man, I got really close with. Some of the people there I got really close with, man. And there's a guy that actually. He passed a couple of years back, man. I reached back out to try to find him to give him his flowers, but you know, he rest his soul, Stan. Stan was like my man. One time, man, I end up like getting like all of my little clothes that I had like destroyed. Yeah. Stan came to me, bro. He was like, bro, what's going on with you, man? You wearing the same shit? And I'm like, bro, I don't have nothing. And you know, Stan was a blessed guy, man. To me, I don't know what anybody else say about Stan. I say about Stan, bro. Stan was a solid guy to me, bro. And he come to my closet, man. Pick out what you need, bro. Get you 2 pairs of shoes, and you know, man, really looked out for me, bro. You know, rest his soul, man. I know he preparing for God's army right now, bro. But rest his soul for real, man, for real. But yeah, man, some real solid cats out there, man, for real. But I didn't have a good experience, man, because I like sisters. Yeah. And the sisters weren't trying to mess with a nigga that had money, man. They wasn't messing. You funny. And you know, they call me Speed Bump because I tripped over a speed bump out there. That was my name at Livingstone, Speed Bump, for real.
It stick the whole time? Like shit.
The whole time. But the crazy thing about my nickname being Speed Bump, them niggas try to nickname a nickname. Talking about Speedy. Hey, Bump, bro, you can't nickname a nickname, bro. You can't give a nickname, bro. Call me Speed Bump or call me Bryant, bro. Don't call me Speedy or Bump. I had one person talking about Bump Speed. Yeah, bro, nicknaming a nickname. Where they do that at, man?
That's what it is. See, I think this shit about to, hold on. Oh, shit. We only got like we only got a minute 30 left. Tell the people one more time where they can find you at, my nigga.
All right, man, you can find me on Instagram, Bryant, Bryant _BJ _Lewis. My Facebook is Bryant Lewis. My YouTube is Bryant BJ Lewis, man. And Lil bro, I appreciate you for having me on your platform, man. And you keep doing your thing, man. You are on your way, little big bro. You are on your way, bro. You are on your way, man. You a solid cat. I don't care what anybody else say. I know what I've seen from you, bro. You a solid, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing for real.
We gotta do this again, but we gotta do another one, man. We gotta do another one, bro.
Yeah. We got to, man. We got to for real, and we will, man. And I'm gonna see you around at the clubs, man. I'm gonna see you, man, because you remind me of me, man. You just stay on it, bro. And remember, bro, you hear my story, man. It's gonna be like that, man. But remember your journey and your path, man. You know, for real. Just stay with it, bro. For real, man. Cause you got something special with you, bro. You got something really special with you, dog. For real.
Yeah, we both been blessed by God, and we're like chosen to do what we're doing. And but we're gonna meet at the top, bro. We gonna talk about this years from now. Like, man, remember niggas grinding? Hey,
Yeah. And see, that's the gold in it. That's the whole gold in it right there. That's the real money. Right. The friendships and the relationships you build on the way, bro.
On the way, yeah, exactly.
On the way. That's what people don't understand. Because once you get to the top, you there.
You there.
You there. You know, that's why a lot of them don't know what to do, because they forgot the journey. Like they forgot their journey. Like during their journey, you know, they was. So I try to respect the journey, man. But like I said, man, appreciate you for having me, for real.
You already know, this been another episode of The Green Room. Y'all can check this episode out on YouTube, IGTV. Follow my nigga Bryant Lewis with a T, motherfuckers. Bryant. See y'all next week. I'm gonna tag you in this. This shit might end out of nowhere, but I don't know how to part this shit. Oh shit. Peace, y'all, motherfuckers.